Sunday today. I'm not supposed to be working, but screw it. Quick update. All of the hand stitching to pull the face and head skin on, hold it in place, is done. The silhouette looks good between the tip of the nose. You can tell where the lips are. You can roughly tell where the eyes are going to be. Anime proportions are weird, but I'm basing this off of Runic World. Hands are done, again, hand stitching. You can see how much they shrunk. I should have made them even bigger than they were, but that's fine. It's a doll. It's not a life model of anyone. So the next step, now that I got that much done, is the feet. And to that end, we're doing Cuban foot stockings because they're the easiest thing to do. So, what we need to do is measure this out roughly 6 inches wide at the bottom and 8 inches wide at the top. Or sorry. Give me a second. So, let's look at this doll. Planning for a couple of days to do Cuban foot stockings to cover the feet. I realized, that's laying out a pattern, laying out material, stitching everything up. And I came to a realization, says to myself, why don't you just put a pair of socks on her? I'll be damned if it didn't work. So the feet are done. And I found when I did the hands, they turned out way too small. The compression on the foam was just insane. So I have to lighten that up a bit. I'm going to have to take these hands off. You remember how big the foam hands were? They were oversized because I was going to compress them. Well, they compressed too much when I stitched everything in. Although they look good, I'll measure the length of the hand here. Get my hand next to it. I don't have incredibly big hands, But length of the hand here, about to there, about to where my thumb is, should measure the length of the face. And it don't. Should be about 2 inches longer. The width as well. So the next step in this process is I have to cut all of the stitching out, which is easy because it's hand stitching. It's a good thing. The only good thing about hand stitching is it's easy to take out. Take that off, remake these gloves with a wider base of the hand, a little longer, and then recompress it slightly less. I mean, the original foam for the expansion for width and the expansion for length was the same size as my hand. So that's how much they've compressed. Far too small for the proportions of the figure. But the feet worked out really good, so that's something. So I'll undo all that, and then I'll let you know what happens next. Now you can see the difference of how big these hands actually are compared to how far they were compressed before with all the stitching and everything. So I got to redo those covers and have them less compressed. This was way too small. So I'll make new mittens for her and then stitch them on. And that'll be tomorrow because it's like 10 o'clock or some shit. But so far she don't look bad. Once I get those hands done, next I'll be painting the face on, then figuring out hair and clothes. Clothes are going to be interesting. Clothes will be the easy part. I know how to make clothes. But hair. I gotta find cheap wigs. Black one and a purple one to split up. Well, our head's huge, so yeah, 2 wigs. One black, one purple, and I'll split them up and stitch them all in place. Talk to you next time.